You ever stop and think about what's actually happening behind the scenes of that little search bar you use a dozen times a day? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain and figure out what separates a truly magical search experience from a really frustrating one. And we're going to meet the technology that powers a lot of that magic, Elasticsearch. Let's dive in. We've all been there, right? You type something into one search box and it's like it read your mind. You try another site, type the exact same thing, and the results are just baffling. That huge gap between a great search and a terrible one, that's what we're digging into today. And to really get what I'm talking about, let's look at a perfect real-world example. We'll call it the dog food problem. It's a super simple search, but man, it reveals a ton about the challenges of building a good search experience. Okay, just look at the difference here. It's night and day. On the left, someone searches for dog food on a grocery website, and what do they get? Poop bags. I mean, technically related, but not what you want for dinner. Then, on the right, you see a modern search that not only gets the intent, but starts giving you helpful suggestions before you even finish typing. The difference is just huge. So, what went so wrong in that first search? Well, first off, the results were totally irrelevant. Poop bags, come on. There were no helpful type-ahead suggestions. You mistype one letter, forget it, the whole search breaks. And to top it all off, you're left staring at over 2,000 results with no way to filter them. It's a dead end. So why do these older systems fail so badly? Well, it really comes down to one thing: the absolute explosion of data. The amount of digital information we've created is just staggering, and the simple search methods from way back when, they just can't handle it. And here's the core of the issue. On one side, you've got your traditional database search. It's super rigid. It's great for structured stuff, like dates or product numbers. It's looking for an exact match. It's either there or it's not. But on the other side, you've got modern full-text search. This is built for the messy human stuff, the blog posts, the product reviews, the articles. It's not about an exact match. It's all about relevance. How well does this result answer my question? And here's the kicker. Something like 3/4 of all the data in the world is unstructured. That's a massive, massive amount of information that old-school search methods are completely blind to. It's like trying to find a tiny cafe in a huge city using a map that only shows the freeways. You're just lost. So what do we really mean by modern search? What do we expect now? Well, it's way more than just a simple magnifying glass. It's supposed to be like an intelligent assistant that kind of knows what we need and gets us the right answer fast. A modern search engine is just packed with features we take for granted now. Think back to our dog food nightmare. A modern search would give you those type-ahead suggestions. It would correct your typos with a "did you mean?" and it would even handle fuzzy searches if you're a little off. And it does all of this at lightning speed for millions of people at once. And this really hits the nail on the head. Unstructured data, all that messy human-generated text, that's the bread and butter. If your search engine can't handle that stuff and handle it well, you're just not going to be able to build a great experience. Okay, so how do companies like Netflix or Uber or eBay pull this off? How do they deliver these incredible search experiences? For a huge number of them, the secret weapon is a powerful open source engine called Elasticsearch. This is the technology that's making the magic happen. So what exactly is Elasticsearch? At its core, it's an open source search and analytics engine. It's built on top of this incredibly powerful but complex library called Apache Lucene. What Elasticsearch does is wrap up all that power in a way that can handle enormous amounts of data with amazing speed and relevance. It's pretty much the industry standard for full-text search today. So how does it work its magic? Well, a huge part of the secret sauce is something called the analysis phase. See, before Elasticsearch even stores your data, it breaks it all down into smaller, searchable pieces. It does a ton of smart work up front, which is what makes searching for that data later on so incredibly fast. It's all about preparing the data for search before you even type your first letter. And Elasticsearch is so much more than just the search bar on a website. It's a total powerhouse in 3 main areas. You've got enterprise search, which is what we've been talking about, but then there's observability. That's all about digging through system logs and metrics to figure out why an app is slow. And then there's security, where it's used to hunt for cyber threats in real time. It's huge. Now, here's the thing. Elasticsearch is the star player, but it doesn't work alone. It's the heart of a bigger ecosystem called the Elastic Stack. Think of it like a whole team where every member has a crucial job to do to turn raw, messy data into something truly valuable. So let's follow the data for a second. It all starts with beats, these little things that collect the data from all over the place. Then it flows into Logstash, which cleans it up and gets it ready. From there, it gets stored and indexed in our hero, Elasticsearch. And finally, Kibana gives you this beautiful, visual way to explore and play with all that data. It's a complete pipeline, from raw data to real insight. So, to put it really simply, beats are the collectors, Logstash is the processor, Elasticsearch is the heart, it stores and analyzes everything, and Kibana is the window, it lets you see what's going on. Together, that's the Elastic Stack, an incredibly powerful tool for making sense of data. At the end of the day, all these tools, Elasticsearch, the Elastic Stack, they exist for one reason: to find the intelligence hidden inside our data. Whether you're finding the perfect product, figuring out why your app crashed, or stopping a security breach, your data is constantly telling a story. The only real question is, are you set up to listen?